The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but thoughtfully about common, ordinary experiences. This poem, The Road Not Taken, is about the importance of making choices. The choices or decisions we take in our life decide our complete future. Here, Robert Frost makes a very fascinating use of two roads as a comparison for choices in life. Once, the poet was walking down a road at a forest and reached at a diversion. There were two different paths, and he had to choose one out of them. As he was alone, he could walk over one of the paths only. He inspected them to decide which was better option and then chose the one which seemed less walked over. He kept the other one for some other day, although he knew that he would never get a chance to walk over it. He walked on the chosen path, and after many years, he felt that his future has gone different only because of the choice he made. Now we can go through the line-wise explanation of the poem. Let us start with the first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Two roads diverged or separated. Diverged means separated in a yellow wood. Wood denotes forest. And yellow. Why the wood is being said or the forest is being said as yellow in color? It's autumn season. So in that autumn season, two roads diverged or separated in front of the poet. The two roads are there and it is separated. He should have to choose one among that. And sorry, I could not travel both. He felt sorry that he cannot travel through both the roads. Really, he wants to travel through both the roads, but he felt sorry because he is alone. As one traveler, look at the next line, and be one traveler. Long I stood. As he is one traveler, he could not travel through both the roads and he felt sorry for that. And what he did? Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. So he stood there for a long time and looked down to that road as far as he could see. But he cannot see the end of the road. What's the reason? It bent in the undergrowth. Undergrowth here denotes dense forest. So as it bent in the undergrowth, he cannot see the end of the road. The road is a bit curving. It is not a straight road. So he cannot see what is there at the other end of the road. But he is trying to see what is there at the other end. Now what's the meaning of this stanza? Before the poet, two roads diverged or separated in a yellow wood. He is there at the forest now and he says that he felt sorry that he cannot travel through both the roads. He really needs to travel through both the roads, but he cannot travel through both the roads at a time. As he is one traveler, he should have to choose one among that. So before choosing, before deciding, what's the thing he does? He stood there for a long time and looked down the road as far as he could, even though the road bends, even though there's a curving in the road through the dense forest, the road was not straight, but he is trying to see what is there at the other end. Really, it happens in our life also, isn't it? Before making any choice or before making any decision, we take time to think. We will think, is it good or suitable for me? Then only we'll take a decision. That's the content of this first stanza. Now the second stanza. Then took the other as just as fair. So after a long thought, he took the other road, because he felt it is as fair as the first road. Fair means good. So while he looked at the first and second road, he felt both the roads are good, but a better claim, better option is a second road. Look at the next line. And having perhaps a better claim. So after looking for much time, after thinking for much time, he felt second road is good and second road is a better option because there's a reason. What is that? It was grassy and wanted wear. Grassy means unused. Here it means unused, full of grass. So it did not, that road is unused by the people. And wanted wear. Wanted wear means wanted to be used. So that road needs to be used. Though asked for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. So even though he is walking through the first or second road, the effect will be the same. He felt like that as it is only the starting of the journey. Even in our life, whatever choice we make, all those choices will have its own challenges, benefits will be the advantages, disadvantages, problems, everything will be there. So while we choose something, while we decide something, we should be courageous to face everything which comes on its way. That means obstacles will be there, problems will be there in everybody's life. Nobody's life is perfect, nobody's way is perfect, isn't it? So whatever comes on its way, we should have that courage, or we should have that power, we should have that strength to face everything. That's the thing the poet says through the second stanza. Now we are moving to the third stanza. And both that morning equally lay, no step had trodden black. Not only that, it's morning time. Both the roads are laying equally, are of the same condition. How the road is, no step had trodden black. Trodden black means made black in color because of walking. So nobody had walked through that road as it is early morning. So that is why the poet chose a second road. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. So he's having a hope in his mind. He has a hope in his mind. What's that hope? I kept the first for another day. Oh, I may walk through that other path on another day. But later, when he started walking through that way, or when he started moving through that way, he understood that he cannot come back. He cannot come back to walk through the first road. This is how our life is also. While we are going through, or while we are moving, or while we are starting to live, we will understand that we can't come back to our past. Both roads, so once again, both roads look similar in that morning, and later he knew that he could not go back on the choice he made. Similarly, even in our life, once we choose an option, we must keep on moving ahead with that option. We cannot come back. We cannot move back to the past. Past is always the past. Now the last stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, with a sigh, by taking a deep breath from somewhere after ages and ages. That means after many years in the future time, I shall be telling like this. The poet is saying that he'll be telling like this. What's the thing he'll say? Two roads diverged in a wood, isn't it? And I took the one less traveled by. It is repeatedly used, isn't it? Because he himself took the second road. Which road he took? Less traveled road, less used road, grassy road, isn't it? And that decision made all the difference in his life. That is why his life became like this. Otherwise, his life might be completely different. It is very difficult to say whether the road we have chosen or the decision we took will lead us to the desired end. We may be desiring for many things. Even though we are getting all the things, or 90% things we desired for, we will never be satisfied. That is human nature. We will always be eager. We will always have the urge to get more and more, and we will always be sad of thinking that, oh, I might have chosen that first road, or I might have taken such a decision in my younger age, so that my life might be like that. So that's how human nature is. Similarly, in future, when you grow up, you will say that once upon a time, when you were young, you took a particular decision where you had many choices. The choices that you made you, and what you became. This is really a very strong message for all the students, that you should be wise and you should be very careful while making choices out of the options that you have in your life. You are going to get so many options in your life about your profession, in case of your personal life, in case of your studies, everything. So you should have to choose wise, because your future depends on the choice that you make today. I hope you understood the poem. Thank you.